Look at this. No, look closer. The first thing you notice may be the gate, but what's behind it? Moreover, why is there a gate? Well, let's think of why one would put up a barrier between themselves and the outside. It's either for two things, maybe both, to keep people in or to keep people out. Either way, a gate is normally used to create a physical barrier between two sides. But this barrier isn't permanent. It can be rolled up to create a small opening, or even removed completely, unlike a wall, which stands indefinitely. Yet this doesn't answer the question of why there would be a gate between the viewer and the painting in the background. After all, isn't the purpose of a painting for it to be seen? But that's why the artist didn't choose a wall. Behind this gate, we see a familiar figure, Gandhi. Hailed as a symbol of civil rights and freedom in India, he serves as an indication of liberty through peace. Standing behind the gate and seemingly pointing at something at distance, one can't help but wonder why such an influential figure in history would be kept stowed behind bars. There has to be a message here. Like stated previously, the gate is used either to keep people in or out. Perhaps Gandhi is placed behind bars in order to indicate that India has still yet to achieve his vision of religious pluralism. The physical compositions, such as the bees and gate in this artwork, serve as metaphors to the state of religious affairs and oppression that conflicts with Gandhi's vision for India in the 21st century. To properly understand the meaning behind this work, we first need to step back and take a look at the current state of affairs in India. Specifically to our interest regards the state of religious oppression towards the citizens. While religious freedom is guaranteed under the constitution in India, individuals are often oppressed by religious violence not by the government, but by other citizens themselves. Various riots between the diverse ranges of religious groups in India have claimed hundreds of lives in the past year alone. Yet, this issue remains difficult to solve, due to various reasons. First, we must consider the scope we are dealing with. In a country with 1.2 billion people spread out over just 3 million kilometers squared, individuals from various religious backgrounds live and work in close proximity. Due to the crowded living environments, conflicts between different groups is fostered by the increased interaction with individuals holding different beliefs. Perhaps, this concept is suggested by the bees on top of the metal roller. Scientifically, bees are known to reside and live in large groups and are social creatures. Therefore, the incorporation of bees, rather than any other animal, onto the top of the roller could be a way to hint at the dense population in India and the current living conditions present. Furthermore, we see that no two bees are facing the same direction. Therefore, this could serve as a metaphor to their different beliefs. Because they are not interacting with each other, it could suggest that the dense living conditions present in India currently, where large groups of people are forced to coexist in close proximity, yet they do not always effectively associate with each other. Additionally, we see that bees are painted on top of the roller as stated before. The roller is a part of the gate responsible for lifting and lowering it. Therefore, because the bees are depicting citizens living in the dense and diverse population in India, their placement on the roller rather than any other part of the artwork may serve to show that only the citizens have the power to change the state of religious affairs in India to help it better resemble Gandhi's ultimate vision. That is, the placement of the bees representing the citizens on the roller serve to show that the citizens are indeed the key deciding factor on whether India can ultimately achieve Gandhi's vision for the country. Gandhi envisioned a state wherein individuals from a variety of backgrounds and religions could coexist and collaborate. Yet, this idea was challenged at the time by Muslim nationalism. Forwarding to modern times, we see that the opposition towards this idea is still present. The riots are only an example. Yet, we see that a variety of underlying issues, such as religious indifference and injustice, are responsible. Potentially, that could be the reason the painting depicted Gandhi behind bars, as a way to illustrate how India, as a nation, has yet to achieve the state that he was seeking to create. As previously stated, gates are used for two purposes, either to keep people in or out. In this case, the gate separating the viewer and Gandhi serves both purposes. Because Gandhi is depicted as behind the screen, it somewhat serves to show that Gandhi is restrained from entering the current world. Yet, from the viewer's perspective, it serves to show that we have not yet achieved his ultimate mission for religious pluralism in India. The title for the painting is B for Bapu. Bapu is a Hindi word for father. Therefore, because Gandhi is often referred to as the father of India, the gate in this artwork may serve to show how a nation has become separated from their father. Because the gate is somewhat open, however, the gap beneath could serve to indicate that there is still a resemblance to Gandhi's vision for India. However, the current state of affairs is still far from what he had in mind. While instinctively we try to look beyond the gate that blocks Gandhi and us, we see that the gate itself and the elements associated with it serve as important metaphors in the current state of affairs in India. Because Gandhi is placed behind the gate, it serves to show that India, as a nation, has yet to achieve Gandhi's ultimate vision of religious pluralism. Additionally, the placement of bees on the top of the roller are metaphors to the citizens living in a crowded, multifarious environment filled to the brim with various religious viewpoints. As a result, their cooperation is not always facilitated, as depicted by the bees, which all face in different directions. Lastly, their placement on the roller serves to show that only the citizens hold the power to achieve religious pluralism in India. Perhaps through fostered collaboration, decreased violence, and increased acceptance for other viewpoints, religious pluralism in India can indeed be achieved, and metaphorically, the gate separating Gandhi and the viewer can be opened.